fears nothing.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. I hope you've got some fight left in you.
Never get Let's go.
That we are agreed.
I am waiting. An eternity of suffering awaits. Prepare yourselves. I am the spirit of vengeance.
You had your chance to escape. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Only the innocent are safe.
Being reinforced.
There can be no resistance. That does hurt. A fight.
More daughters of Lilith. How many will she damn to hell?
My mother will sacrifice any and all of her children to achieve her goals.
Oh, sir.
Nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed. That will do.
Return to your mother. Spotted enemy reinforcements. Shaken their confidence.
I'm getting tired of these distractions.
Then send them back to Lilith in ashes.
You read my mind.
I feel stronger already.
Being so inconsequential. Now it's my time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
It was yours. Must fall.
Our friend is down.
My children are coming for you. Fall before me.
Let's move.
do well to focus on the nest, Mother. Her allies are only going to wear you down. None will be spared.
Excellent work.
I can already feel that page twisting inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Ilyana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
I'm gonna find him. Blaze. And when I do...
He will know the true face of vengeance.
About the Limbo adventure.
Blade and I, we've worked with Johnny before. He's what you call unreliable.
What? You're surprised Blaze gave up the parchment of power?
Mephisto is no one we...
Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ilyana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself Doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister. We'll finish this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
Mephisto was behind the Solus? Why did you not tell me, Ilyana?
Because I didn't know for sure. It was not easy to face him, you know. But the support of my friends, like you, gave me the strength to do it. In a way, I owe him everything, even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild, gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
I would like to hear about the first time you expelled him from Limbo.
He did it to himself, really. Mephisto made the mistake of putting me in a position where I had to kill my only friends in order to prevent him from summoning the Elder Gods. I could not take it anymore, and found a way to teleport back to my parents. But it had been so many years that they didn't recognize me. In fact, they were terrified of me and called the police. So, I went back to Limbo, and used my own pain to form the Soul Sword. I used it to drive back Mephisto and take the throne. He was not expecting that. That's enough about him for today. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ileana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter.
Even Lilith didn't like her pact with him.
That doesn't sit right with me, Hunter.
Liliana called Limbo home. With that Mephisto creeper with?
Robbie's hero tried to sell us out? I'm kinda busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
You are hiding out here from everyone. I know this must be about Blaze, his betrayal.
I don't really want to hear his name right now.
If there is something you need to get off your chest.
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Thanks.
I wish Robbie could have met Uncle Ben. He was the best there was. Guess I gotta spend more time with Robbie and try to get some of Uncle Ben to rub off on him.
Then I remember that I have you here. The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the Abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it.
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
Do you not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him, but that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
I have already heard those words spoken aloud. Blaze read from the page, and I saw what it could do. The power it unleashed.
The hellfire and destruction is only the beginning, I'm afraid.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
Perhaps Ilianis trusts me.
Study Shaw's maps and bring back a sample of soil from each witch warren. That soil may be potent enough to commune with the Salem witches.
Robbie's hero worship is among my chief.
Blaze tried to sell us out and we're still going to trust him?
Bunazua.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
I heard yelling. I want to start yelling too. What are we mad about?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
I'm actually agreeing with you, Nico.
Wait, you're what?
You are asking a lot from Robbie. Maybe too much.
So glad you see it too. It seems to me that he's risking himself all for destroying the parchment.
Point taken. We will have to keep an eye on him. Make sure the page isn't having any strange effects on him.
Maybe we can get Hunter to talk to him. See if he's okay.
Not a bad idea.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? No problem. I'm pretty sure Charlie has a steaming coil in the hallway. Third stage. What do you think? Came to the right man. Sometimes, I even impress myself. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine. I have high expectations. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you. Another magical mystery box. I used to design. Got any blueprints for us? All right, now we're talking.
Good day, Hunter.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
You insist?
Let's do this. We need any advantage we can get.
Sword on sword action, baby.
See you around. Have time to talk, Hunter? I saw you witnessed our disagreement in the hallway earlier.
I did.
Yet you didn't say anything.
I did not.
The parchment contained some of the darkest, most twisted magic that's ever existed. Robbie's my friend, but I don't think he's strong enough to withstand those forces. If he doesn't pass that page off to someone else, it's going to consume him.
You could make the difference for him, Daywalker. Seek him out. Listen to his troubles. Let him confide in you.
I think he's already been doing that with Peter.
You can never have too many friends in situations like this. He could use your friendship too. And your wisdom. Robbie and Peter both. That is why we are a team.
How much longer is he expected to hold the page?
We are all waiting on Stark. Until he can finalize his plan to destroy it, we wait.
All I can say is Stark had better hurry.
Robbie's walking around with a magical bomb in his chest, and it's insane that people think that's okay. I mean, it seems like Caretaker understands the danger, but nobody else wants to hear it.
I will do my best to help and protect Robbie while he carries the parchment. He is not alone.
You better believe he's not alone. He's got me too, and all of the Midnight Suns looking out for him.
I think even Tony is working as quickly as he can.
I mean, be honest with me. Do you really think Stark's plan is gonna work? Because, you know what I think? I think this is all about Stark getting back at Banner. And Robbie's just a tool for him to use, like everything else in the Forge.
Robbie agreed to this plan. No one forced him to do it.
He may not have agreed if he knew the dangers, and I don't think Tony's been clear about that.
We are all in danger. But I do think Tony owes us an explanation for his behavior.
I swear, if anything happens to Robbie...
And what exactly do you think will happen to Robbie while he is carrying the parchment?
I don't know exactly. Maybe the magic in the page will drive him insane. Maybe it'll wreck his body. Who knows? But I really don't want to sit around waiting to find out. I just hope Robbie makes it through this in one piece.
Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yep, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I did not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
I do not know what Blaze read. I am not a mind reader, nor are you. Which is why I am asking you to trust me. Forget what Blaze said. Forget what could be on that parchment.
I can't just forget it, Hunter. What am I supposed to do? Bake a loaf of sourdough and try not to think about having the directions for the end of the world riding around in me?
Oh, do you bake?
Nothing more complicated than instant brownies.
That is too bad. I would love a warm loaf of bread right now. To break bread together would be more meaningful than the words of 100 parchments.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it?
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something.
I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
I thought you were trying harder to understand Strange and his magic.
I am. That's why I was asking him all those questions about the Darkhold.
So why the antagonism?
Because I don't understand it yet, and that bothers me.
Do you believe you can understand it?
Maybe I'll get it eventually. I always do. It's just... he's really good at it.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
I will have to remember those words. They may need to be engraved on your tombstone.
Well, that's pretty grim. Oh wait, you mean decades from now when I die a happy and content old man?
No.
Listen, if I do die, the words on my tombstone are going to be, "The man who rewrote the Darkhold."
For our sakes, I hope you are right. And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
Want the magic highlights, Tony? Until next time. Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying fast around here. I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I am afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Surely you understand this is how Stark is with everyone else, do you not?
I understand it, intellectually. Yet the outrage still burns in my heart.
Fair. Just do us all a favor and try not to break his jaw, all right? We need him in one piece.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
We'll handle it.
This should be good.
I think you got him. Time to bleed. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
A lot worse. Trust me.
Who's next?
That wasn't bad.
This is gonna hurt.
It's amazing what you managed to pull off with just a shield.
Playtime's over.
I'm on it.
Doesn't this happen to you like every day?
That's not supposed to hurt.
Hope this helps. Yeah, feeling strong all of a sudden.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
That's some move.
Give it a whirl. Stay down already, loser.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Is ready and waiting.
Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds. Something or someone is going to slip. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing? Who's next? Arger and Nico? Seen good troops lose their minds not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but seeing seasoned, enhanced heroes walking on eggshells is a new kind of unsettling. What, no stars and stripes, hoorah,
Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the parchment of power?
You were right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I hope the others slept better than I did.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neuroses?
God, I hope not.
The probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1,000,000,000,000 to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here, and that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is... the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I am pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is, what I saw last night made me worry about you.
This is 100% Lilith. She is sowing the seeds of distrust between us by manipulating our dreams.
I was just thinking that. I was also thinking it could be the page, messing with our heads.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
The page most likely tricked him into believing the outcome was destined to be in Lilith's favor.
And that's why I'm not going to read it. Like, ever. I think Wanda wants to talk to you. I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is everyone so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Is that not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one too.
What? What about me?
Let's just say you... something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
We both know nothing is just a dream, especially these days.
Let's hope this one was. We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
I'm trying to assume it was Lilith in all our heads last night. Don't prove me wrong, Hunter.
Seems like everyone had a restless night. I hate to ask this, but are you all right?
Why? Do I look like there is something wrong with me?
No, not at this moment, but the dream, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will tell me about?
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what, exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, Who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours last night.
She knows the parchment is here.
And is desperate for it, I'm sure. We should all be on guard. In any case, best to keep our wits about us. I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo. Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was...
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions. Last night was no dream. Lilith intended.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
Lilith is toying with our emotions and our minds because she is desperate for the parchment. She is frightened of us.
I don't think the others have any left. I know we can't control our dreams, Hunter.
That said, something still isn't quite making sense. The whole picture is fuzzy. What have you brought me today? This really isn't what these parchments. I was under the impression this artifact no longer existed. A truly rare find.
Tony is working.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Coffee makes the bed. Trust me, just don't stir in any sugar or milk. Believe me, if I thought Lilith had any influence over you...
Time to take it to the next level. Wake up.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
I finally had a lucid dream.
Nice match, kid.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Looks good to me.
Disturbing dreams aside, we must focus on the
Maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about you confronting Lilith. See you soon.
Well met, Hunter.
Once, I dreamt that I grew 4 more arms after the radioactive spider bite. Then I also grew